And stick these across the top. Maybe I should pair them all together. Super tip, super tip. Fine liner, fine liner. There we go, that works. I'm gonna change out this one of these days. Need a mirror. One little trick that I've learned with my whole overhead setup is to keep a mirror nearby so I can just kind of put the mirror behind it so that I can change the setting on the lens without having to walk around the table all the time. Alright, so I set up the pages mostly already. There we go. Today I am doing my bullet journal for October through November. It'll be October 10th through November 20th. And it's going to be BeetleJuice themed. Let me sit down. I already set up the dailies like this. I'll include a clip on how I did these little titles up here. So what I did here was I had my two colors and I did an opposite. We did the red with outlining it with the purple. So to start that off, I'm going to start with the red and do the letters that will be in red. So we did 12, 2. On this first one I put the year, but I'm not going to put the year on every day because that'd just be too much for me. Now, when I set up my monthly bullet journals, it can take me anywhere from 4, well, more like 7 to like 18 or 20 days. It can take a while because I do so many lines, and if I'm doing extra decorating in it, it takes a long time. So pretty much I'm working on the previous one the prior month. One time I tried setting up 2 bullet journals at once, which worked out kind of nicely. So I'm outlining them so they'll stand out a little more when I do the coloring in. Now, I loved watching BeetleJuice as a kid. It was one of my favorite movies. I was an 80s baby. So there were a lot of 80s movies that I liked. I don't remember very many of the 80s TV shows, to be honest, except for some of the cartoons, because I was still in that watch cartoon age at that point. Now here I'm just kind of blocking out where I want to put all the purples, and I'm not doing exact like a certain number of blocks. I'm just kind of picking and choosing and going from there because I don't want it to look perfect and I'd like it to be a little messy and just want it to look interesting here. So we'll go with that. But yeah, when I do my monthly bullet journals it takes a while, and for 2022 I'm running into an issue that the content planner that I use this year is not going to be for sale next year. So I'm going to have to start incorporating my content planner spreads that are similar to in that journal into my monthly. So I kind of created a test page on that to see how those spreads would look. And I liked how it turned out, so that's probably what I'll do for 2022, is combine and create the journals myself. You know, the content planner one within my monthly. I liked having it separate so that I could see it all and kind of separate my brain from going, okay, I'm doing life stuff to I'm doing content planning, but I'm not going to be able to, at least with that planner. I tried to look for others that were similar to the Scribbles That Matter bullet planner, and I couldn't really find very many that I liked. So, if you know of any, please link them down below and let me know, and I will look them over, and maybe I'll find something I like. But as it stands, I'll probably have to draw them myself within my monthly. I counted the number of pages and it will fit, and I can add a couple extra pages and spreads. So I'll see how that looks in January and give that a try. Right now, I'm working on the October/November bullet journal, monthly normal, and I decided to do BeetleJuice because I'd seen the stickers. So I also printed out, I bought a coloring book as well. I bought stickers and coloring book, I'll link them down below. I actually created a Amazon idea list with a bunch of BeetleJuice stuff. So I'll link that below, so in case you want some other BeetleJuice merch. Halloween is coming up, and there was some costumes based from the movie, in case that's an idea. I have no idea what I'm gonna do for Halloween yet. I haven't even thought that far ahead yet, honestly. But we'll see. Okay. I can live with it. So that's how I'm doing the daily titles in this. Each week is a little different color scheme. Like the following week I'm doing the purple and green. So it's this set for here. I might stick with that. I think that'll look, it's more pastel, but I like how that looks. So I'll stick with that. I thought about doing the temperature green, but I don't know that I'll like how that would look. I'm gonna stick with the pastel one. Okay. So that's how I'm doing those. But mostly today we're gonna be decorating it with BeetleJuice stickers and little things that I printed out that'll BeetleJuice themed. So I wanted to put these on the cover, put that on the cover, put this on the memories page. Is that still true? There's that. No, that's the quotes page. Memories, that should be here. Okay. So let's start with the cover. I think I'll put that at the bottom. And put Leia here and BeetleJuice here. So I was an 80s baby, 90s kid, and I watched BeetleJuice when I was little, and I loved it. And I don't know, this Halloween I just wanted to rewatch BeetleJuice, which I did, and I felt like decorating it with BeetleJuice. So I went on Amazon and I'd found the stickers, and then I just went on Google and looked up a bunch of images, which was a ton of fun. I found some cute things. Now every month I can fit 6 weeks in one of these journals. I believe this was the Reticy brand, and I buy them on Amazon. I used to do Exceed from Walmart, but I like the Reticy a little bit better. It feels like a better quality. It's kind of a leathery cover. It's got 2 ribbons, and it's got the pocket in the back. The pocket in the back is necessary for me for my monthly bullet journals, so that I can put my receipts in there. Because I used to put my receipts in a Ziploc bag, and I'm like, I need a better way. So with BeetleJuice, I had watched the movie when I was a kid, and I loved that. And later on, they'd had the cartoon, and I loved that as well. I need to rewatch the cartoon. I remember the spider, I remember the skeleton guy. I don't remember any of their names. And I don't remember the plot as far as the cartoon goes, but I remember the movie, and I loved the movie. Glue Boogers. Alright, so I'm loving this. I had printed all these pictures, and I was going to color in some of them, and I tried coloring in one of them, and it just did not look good. So I decided to just stick with the black and white for most of these pictures. The only colors, like what I've added, and my stickers. So to go through, I'm going to try and decorate the cover more often. In the front, I'll write down the weeks that are going to be in this one, so that I know the start and end dates for each of the weeks. I'll write down that it's a monthly bullet journal, and when it starts and when it ends. I like having some kind of decor on this page. And sometimes I don't decorate much. I decided to start doing a weekly reset for myself. So I put my weekly reset to-do list in the front of my journal. I find that if I actually have some kind of to-do list to go by, I'll actually do it sometimes. And then I try to figure out my critical task. I put them here, which I also have them on my weeklies. I always start off with my future log, and now in this one I decided to do 2 pages for the future log because I have 2 monthlies in here, the October and the November. And yes, the 8th will be my 36th birthday. Yeah. So I have those pages, and then I like going through when I first set up the journal and just like tag the pages with these little posties to know what I want to put on that page. That way I can count out the pages to make sure that I have enough pages in the week. So take those out. I had found the quote thing of the never trust the living, and I kind of drew that in here. I put it behind it and like traced it, and then added my own little spider webs. I like how that turned out. I'm always been good at tracing, and I want to try to get back to try to draw again. I did a little bit back in high school and stuff, but not much. I did really good with what I called my graphic art, which basically I had like graph paper that I just colored in really cool patterns. At least I thought they were cool. And I did that. Those took hours to do, but I would do it a little bit at a time. So this one's week of October 10 to 16. So I do my little images there. Then I have my weekly page 1, which I might do like a schedule here and other stuff. My weekly page. Why did I do that? Ugh. I'm supposed to do that. The week page 2. I think I'm gonna put this down over here. Which I didn't set this up like I usually do. I should have. Alright, I think I'm gonna put this here then. That way I have space along here. I didn't set that up like I was going to. I decided to do 3 pages for weekly planning here, and then start off my dailies. I like sectioning off parts of my dailies for different things, like each hour. Here I'll have what I write, and the weather and health, and whatever happened that day that was like major, and then like what I spent. And then over here I would do all my to-dos. I was like sectioning them by different categories of to-dos, but I didn't do that this time to save me some time. I love how the little title coloring turned out, and I decided to go with different color patterns in each of the weeks and then just repeat that. I like how that went. What else? Ooh, here we go. I think I put that there. I bought a BeetleJuice coloring book. I'll put the link down in the description. Coloring books are like one of the easiest way to have a large image to put into the journal without having to draw it. Love this glue tape. AdTech Crafters Tape Permanent. It works really well for putting stuff into the journal. I've bought it multiple times because I love it. I think I'll stick it into the crease and then down. That works. I like it over to the side more so it doesn't do this, but we'll live with it. Love the sound that makes. Listen. Love it. Put that down here. Should I put this on the cover? There we go. Oh, this is that spider from the BeetleJuice cartoon. I was always a little freaked out by that character. Yeah, I felt sorry for him, but still. Just a little freaked out. I adore this sticker. It's one of my favorites. Lydia was one of my favorite characters, movie characters, when I was a kid. I think I'll put this over here. Okay. That's done, that's done. Here we go. I loved this scene. That was always hilarious. Dale. Dale. Daylight come and me wanna go home. Favorites. Loved it. Yeah, there. Day. You say day, you say day, you say day. Daylight come and me wanna go home. Should get the lyrics to that one of these days. See, this sticker here shows like most of the characters from the cartoon, which I love that. I really need to rewatch that again. I know I said that once. There we go. Ugh. Cute. Yeah, after I got to November, I gave up on coloring in the title things, so I just did opposite colors going on there. How should I point the sandworm? This way, this way, this way. That looks weird. It's this way. There. One thing with this glue tape is that you'll get glue boogers. Like if you put the glue tape where you didn't want it, what you do, just kind of rub it off until it's all gone. No. Okay, can't move it now. I don't like how I did that. Ugh. I'm gonna have to go from the seam out next time. I'm really loving the simplicity of using a coloring book. It makes my life so much easier. I kind of want to color something now. Maybe I'll do that one of these days. Do some kind of like ASMR coloring. I'm sure somebody else has. I'm not good with ASMR yet, but it's something that I kind of want to dabble in. I think I would be good at it. Maybe. What do you think? Okay, so in this coloring book there was only one picture of Lydia, but it makes it look like she's dead, like BeetleJuice, because of the whole thing on her neck here. And I kind of like that. Okay, this one's dead. This one's good. Here we go. Fresh glue. See, this is the one that I tried to color, and it did not turn out how I wanted it to. Maybe if I would have done colored pencil, it might have been alright, but not with the super tips. Just because I couldn't get the color the way I wanted it to. Okay. I don't mind this whole monochrome look. It works with the whole stripey going on. That sandworm is creepy. Ugh. Sticker can't open. My mouth is really close to the microphone right now. That's kind of weird. So with my setup, like I said, jeez, I need to move this. Here we go. So I start off with this little thing with a picture, write down what journal it is. I used to try to write along the edge, the spine of what it was, but it fades, so I make sure to write it in here. My weekly reset to-do list, future log, monthly thing, decor, week, planning page 1, planning page 2, planning page 3, my dailies. Do all my dailies, do some art in between, more. I'll put paper clips on certain pages later on. Like on the, usually page 2 of the weeklies, I'll put a paper clip, and then along the top, I'll put a paper clip for when we get to these other collections. Once I get there, I'll show you. There we go. So I'll do the monthly finances for the 6 weeks. 3 on this page, 3 on this page. Then I do the bills up over here, which I wrote the bills down for both months. I'll put the, like, what money coming in, money going out, factors over here. For each week, I'll put it here, like what I plan to spend, what I did spend. Totals will be over there. Bills, savings, order tracker. When I buy stuff on Amazon, I try to write it down in here. I haven't been doing very good at that in the last couple months, but I'm gonna try to do that some more. So I can actually remember, what did I buy and did it come yet? Master shopping, so if I ever want something, I write it down here. Mail call, this will be for October, this will be for November. My booktube watching, I like to keep track of what I searched and who I subscribed to that month. I used to like try to write down how many videos per day, and I'm like, no, let's not do that. The playlist can do that for me. Then family visits, where did I go? Google history, I write down some of my Google searches in here. Because sometimes I like knowing, because, you know, some of the Google searches are actually pertinent to what was going on in my life at that time. So I like to write them down in here for that factor. I'm going to have a memories page. I write down my memories of BeetleJuice, the movie and the cartoon. Put that here. And then I'm going to have a quotes page here. Then I have some blank pages that I'm not sure what I'm going to do with yet, but sometimes I'll use those to plan what I'm going to do in the next journal or other things, other collections. And then in the back, I always try to have this planning journey, which basically I write down what's working, what's not working for my bullet journaling, what I need to add, what I want to subtract, any new spreads I want to try, etc. And then pocket. Love having a pocket. So that is the end of my setup for my BeetleJuice bullet journal for October through November. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, check out my other videos, check out my other channels, and I'll be back again with the next one. I don't know what theme I'm gonna do in the next one. That would be mostly December. If you have any ideas, let me know. I'm gonna try to figure out what I want to do, because I don't know yet. Alright, so I'm gonna say goodbye. Goodbye.